What was Israel supposed to do after October 7th? A lot of people say they don't like how the IDF is acting or reacted to it. What was Israel supposed to do? That's the topic in this clip over here with Brandon Tatum, who's approached by a young man who asks for his perspective. So let's watch this clip together and then talk about it. But before you do, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Check this out.
I'm doing well.
Yeah, so I'm Ismail. I'm from Egypt. I'm an international student. I just wanted to see your point of view on like the international relations that Trump is dealing with right now regarding like Ukraine and the one in Gaza. Because I recently saw this video. It was kind of disturbing a little bit regarding Gaza, like the way he's like looking into the future. So what do you hold on there? What's your point of view?
Now, I believe that the Jews, that land belongs to them. That's what I believe. The reason why I say that is because they've been there before anybody else was there. When you look at the Bible, the biblical history, you talk about Moses. I mean, you go down the list of all these people. In that region, the Jews have occupied. David's tomb and the city of David was all there in Jerusalem. Right outside of Jerusalem is the city of David. All of these figures who were Jews were there before any of the Palestinians were there. Some people can argue that some people were technically Palestinian, whatever. There's biblical prophecy about it. It's their land. There was a war that was fought, they won. Now, let's fast forward to today. When you decide that you are going to kill people, take people hostage, they literally tried to bomb and kill almost every Jew they could, but they have the Iron Dome. That's the only reason why they couldn't do it. Then the retaliation that comes, in my opinion, is necessary. Do I agree in Israel killing innocent people? I don't want that to be the case. I don't think if an IDF soldier is just going out and shooting a kid in the head outside of a coordinated strike, I don't think that that's right. I think that person should be prosecuted. But to think that Hamas can go into Israel, kill people, hold people hostage, then hide behind their citizens and think nothing is going to happen is asinine to me.
I mean, it is a biased topic, like you said. It's hard to really narrow it down to how you just did, because honestly, when you really look at it,
can you speak up a little bit?
Sorry, when you really look at it, I'm saying 1946 or something around that. That's like Palestinians lived there. You can't just tell me biblical when biblical, like what biblical.
It was before that.
When we talk about religion, you have people all around every continent. How can you be like biblical? But at that point, there was Palestinian people living there in 1946.
Before them,
no. Why did the Jews
it was
go,
Jewish people that lived there.
No, sorry, sir, but why did the Jews go to Palestine? No, why did they go in the like after the Second World? Why did they go there?
Well, they were forced there.
By who? By the Europeans. So the Europeans up, and then the Arabs just took the blame, right?
I know, but this happens in history. Like when the Jews were there before, how did the Ottoman Empire get there? From the Romans. It's like the Jews were there, Romans took over, Ottoman Empire took over. No, we were talking about the way, I'm saying this is the way it goes. The Jews were overwhelmed and overtaken, and that's when the Romans took over. And then the Ottoman Empire took over.
Europe, no,
I'm saying that like somebody had it. They get defeated, conquered, driven out, then somebody else take over, then somebody else take over, and the Jews are back. That's kind of what happened. And people may not agree how it happened.
In Israel, you're saying?
In Israel, the land of Israel right now, the state of Israel that's currently there. And here's the thing too, I mean, Jordan, the West Bank was Jordan. Nobody had a problem with that. Jordanians owned the West Bank. And then obviously it was somehow between them and Israel, there was a compromise or an agreement, and then the West Bank became the state of Israel. So then the Palestinians have an opportunity to be there. Now I'll say this, it's complicated because I understand the argument where some people think that Palestinians belong there, but it is what it is. People are gonna agree to disagree on that.
Sorry to cut you off, but the thing is like you guys look at it from, because I took history class here, right?
Right.
They look at it from a different perspective. They teaching me in a different way, so you're gonna be taught the way they teach you, and I'm gonna be taught the way they teach it, right?
Which is fair.
Yeah, which is fair, exactly. But all I'm saying is that based off what I've seen, it's like, I'm sorry, but the stuff you're saying is bullshit. Like it's not.
I mean, that's just that's your opinion.
It's not just an opinion because I've seen it.
So let's do this. In Hamas situation, what should happen?
All right, look at this.
When they go and attack, kill innocent people and do all that, what should happen as a result?
Have you watched that Bassem Youssef show when he was talking to that one dude, Piers Morgan? Have you watched that one?
No, I don't know. I'm not familiar with that.
Well, if you ever watch it, you're going to understand that topic a little more because
No, but do you agree with Hamas's attack on Israel?
No, I don't agree with any type of murder.
So
but
what
the thing
should
is, they've been murdering also before that, but nobody. It's the thing is, when the West, when the West controls the media, right? What's going to be put to the?
But we could let's agree. Let's agree. Let's agree. They've been murdering them. They've been murdering them. Let's agree back and forth. Let's say Israel was wrong all these years. If you believe that do you believe that Gaza is occupied?
Right now, yeah.
By Israelis?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe it's a genocide occurring?
Yeah, I do.
So what do you think their response is? So
what
technically Hamas
genocide occurring on Palestine.
Yeah. So technically Hamas didn't do anything wrong, did they?
They just retaliated.
There you go.
No. But you didn't catch me.
This is the thing, man. Every person I talk to, they have to admit that Hamas. That they support Hamas. So you don't think
attack. The IDF is what they're doing? Do you support what the IDF is doing? I'm not supporting either way, but I'm saying.
No, you are. You just said that.
That's my bad. You ran me, but that's the thing.
No, I just want to on record. You don't. Do you support Hamas?
No, I don't support Hamas.
Do you think what they did was wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, because you said it wasn't. I want to make sure.
No, the retaliation, the idea of a retaliation. I'm not.
What should they do?
Attack when somebody is occupying you, hurting your people. What do you do if you're born around murder? And that's all you've known all your life, which is what they grew up in, the situation. Because I'm from Egypt, which means what? I see a lot of people, Palestinians, flee their country way before what happened with that Hamas situation. Way before that. So why were they leaving? Was it what? Sunshine and rainbows over there? That's why they came over there?
Well, here's the thing.
No, it wasn't. It was horrible.
Well, here's the thing, too. I mean, obviously, they're not accepting in Egypt either.
What do you mean?
Or in Jordan.
Yeah.
Or in Syria.
I mean, you know how, because we get aid from you know how hard it is when you're from a third world country, you can't, how am I supposed to take control over a person?
Right.
The president who.
But let's get back to this.
Go ahead.
Let's say, do you agree that Hamas's attack was wrong?
Yeah. But
okay.
Yeah.
What do you think Israel should do after the attack occurred?
Not what they did.
No. What should they do, though?
I mean, not what they do.
What should they do? What can they do?
I don't have a perfect solution for a war.
No, give me one.
What is
give me one solution. Give me one solution.
What has been the solution for war in history? It's only retaliation, right?
No.
What else happened?
Give me one scenario solution that would have been appropriate.
I mean, the whole thing is up anyway. So what?
No, I'm saying, bro, you got to have a solution. The attack happened. You saying that what they did is wrong. What should they have done?
I don't have one. What's yours? What do you think?
I think they should be doing exactly what they're doing.
Killing innocent people?
It's not, see, when people break it down like that. Listen, when people break it down like that, they think that this happens, which is perplexing to me.
Yeah.
They think that Hamas came over and killed all these people and they went back and now Israel's just killing innocent people. Well, Hamas is strategically hiding behind their own people. That's a strategy. They're not.
You actually believe
well, why don't they fight? Why don't they fight the IDF of the Gaza Strip?
With all due respect, you actually believe in that?
1,000%.
That they hide behind 30,000 kids. That's what
they're hiding behind all kinds of people.
Hide behind kids.
What are they doing then?
And you just bomb.
No, what are they doing?
If you suspect,
why are they not fighting?
If I suspect the killers here, I'm a bomb this whole area. Is that the perfect way to deal with something?
It's no perfect way because it's
impossible. So you said that's the exact way they should be dealing with it.
Yeah, I didn't say it was perfect. I just said it's the way they got to deal with it.
To just go ahead and kill?
Well, look, if you got, which they shown, if you watch anything on IDF's, they show video and everything of them having bunkers, tunnels. We know they do tunnels. We know they bombing Israel. If it wasn't for the Iron Dome, they probably kill hundreds of thousands of them. But then if you say a terrorist is in this building right here, right? And the terrorists have stockpiles of ammunition and all kind of stuff in this building.
Yet, compared to the IDF, ain't nobody gets that type of stockpile. How you comparing a bunch of terrorists in the desert to IDF soldiers with actual weapons?
So listen to this. Well, how did they go into Israel and do what they did? If they so unequipped to do anything.
Did you hear about the story? Please. If you hear about the story, it's so unrealistic. They said they just walked in. Did you hear that? How does that even make sense with the type of security they got?
They flew in, but
please look at it.
In many places they flew in, but you can think about this.
Attack, October,
but you can argue that whatever fraud you want to argue about how they came in or not. Do you think they didn't do it?
No, I never said that.
I'm just asking.
I never said that.
So they did it.
Yeah.
We know they did it.
But why is it so amplified when I don't get it, because they've been.
Dude, that was egregious.
I get it.
They videotaped it. You can go and watch video of them killing and murdering innocent people, shooting them in the head, going into kibbutz. You can see it all on video.
Sir, but what have the IDF been doing? Why is it only one side? Why is it only one side from your opinion? I don't get it.
I'm not saying it's one side.
But that's how it makes it seem, because they've been doing this since 2014.
I don't have video of the IDF taking Palestinians and lining them up like this and shooting them in the head. I don't have a video. Listen. I don't have a video of the IDF going into Gaza when these people just peacefully doing what they're doing and killing 1,200 people that are just at a doing an event.
I get it.
I don't have that video, but I do see video of them going into Israel and killing innocent people and holding hostage. These people are hostages. Acknowledge that they're holding hostages. They still have them. When they release them, they're releasing dead hostages. When you do that, what do you expect Israel to do? They have to respond. And I don't like the fact that children are getting hurt in the process. I don't like that.
Yes,
but they have nothing else to do. This is the tactic that Hamas uses, and everybody should know this unless you're sleeping on a rock. They go out and attack, and then they hide behind their people. They go into the tunnels, they hide in schools, they hide in all these places so they can't get bombed. And they expect Israel to do nothing so they can recalibrate and do it again. Hamas's entire mission is to eradicate the Jews from the river to the sea. Is that not true?
Sure.
So what does Israelis have to do in response? And that is to eliminate Hamas forever. And unfortunately, there's people that's going to die in that situation. And hopefully that we can stop it, and hopefully Hamas is eradicated and we can go on. But this is a religious war that's never going to stop.
I know. It's the Middle East. It's never
going to stop.
So there's a lot of good points that are being made over here. And the question that's always asked of these people that come to the prison, so what was Israel supposed to do? Like, what were they supposed to do? They, well, not what the IDF is doing. Okay, well, what? Like, give some example, give some sort of path forward that they were supposed to do. What you say you don't like what the IDF is doing. What were they supposed to do? What was the IDF has a very specific goal: to take the hostages, to get back their hostages, and to make sure that Hamas is not in charge of Gaza anymore, because Hamas has stated that they want to have this event recurring. They don't want October 7th to be a one and done thing. They, at the first opportunity, they are going to do it again. So get rid of bring the hostages home and get rid of Hamas from power, and then we could start talking about what's going to be after that. But this is the stated goal. And what else was the IDF supposed to do? I do like also the point that was made by Mr. Tatum as well, where he said that look, if you want, even if you don't know anything about both sides, take what the evidence that we do know. We have clear evidence of that was recorded by the terrorists themselves, of them taking, shooting, killing, all sorts of different ways, innocent people, whether at the concerts and the kibbutz, wherever the people were. We have video that they with their bloodlust, that they took themselves and popularized it and publicized it all over the place. We have documentation of a young man calling his father and saying, calling his parents and saying, mother, father, your son has killed 10 Jews with his bare hands, like seeking the approval and the pride of his parents. We have documentation of this. We do not have, and if I'm wrong, I would love to see it, because I would condemn it in the strongest terms if you had of the IDF randomly shooting innocent people, the video that was taken of that. If you have such a thing, I would condemn that, and any normal person, any good person should condemn that as well. But you're not going to find it. The only ones that we know for sure, and it was sadistically filmed by the perpetrators themselves, was of Hamas killing innocents on October 7th. And that, even if you know nothing else of the situation, not hearsay, not rumors, not propaganda, not whatever, if you know nothing else, look at the evidence, the video evidence side by side, and there's only one group that you could say is in the wrong over here, and that is Hamas. If you like this content overall, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. We'd love to stay in touch. Take care.